Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel, or welcome if it's your first time here. Appreciate all of you. Couldn't wait. I was going to shave tomorrow, but I decided I'm going to shave today since I just took a shower. We're going to use this one. If you can't read it, it's a magic. And if you'd like to guess where it's made, anybody? For the price? $6.29 with tax and shipping. $4.99 prior to. Anybody? It's not China. Nope. Vietnam. Our other friendly red country. Made in Vietnam. Came with two Dorco blades, which I have in it. One of. And what we're going to do today is the whole shave I've got set up. This, a little bit of Witch Hazel I'm going to use, a little bit of aftershave balm, and a little bit of oil, and a little bit of aftershave after everything. With the purchase of the razor. With the purchase of the razor. $6.47. Folks, you're not getting much cheaper than that for one shave. That's with the purchase of the razor, which is going to last you a long time. I mean, it's plastic, but as long as you don't abuse it, it'll last for a long time. It's light as hell. I'm used to a metal razor. This is light. Okay. Like I said, I've already had a shower. So we're going to put a little bit of that on. Little shave secret. Now I didn't include the price of a brush because the brush I have right now on eBay is going for $19.99 shipped. But you can find other brushes for $7, $8 if you wanted to use a brush. We're not going to use a brush today. We're just going to rub the old cremo in with the fingers. About that much. Agitating the whiskers, getting it all worked in real well. This doesn't create a lot of lather in the first place, which we already know. Slickness is fine though. Oh, and I've got one of my crappy old spacers out. And I'm thinking we're going to do one side of the face without a spacer and one side with, and see if there's a difference. Because I know if you look at this, see there's very little gap. Can you see? I don't know if you can see the edge of the blade in there. There's very little gap. So it's going to be a mild shave. I had to find a proper angle with this one, let me tell you what. gotta get out my brush I used to clean my razors with. There's a lot of Cremo stuck in those foam grooves. See that? They were full. Scrub some of it out. All right. All right, the shave isn't bad. For one pass, not bad. Okay. Take the cover off. Take the blade out. Put in the spacer, the shim. Put the blade back in. Maybe. I hadn't tried this off camera. This was just spur of the moment thought. Oh, it's that blade, that spacer's, that shim's so thin you wouldn't notice it by looking at it. But we'll see how it feels. Definitely a difference in feel. Oh yeah. There's a difference in the way that the blade feels going across your skin, but I'm not noticing right now a huge difference in the shave. Well, if you get this razor, you better have an old toothbrush handy, especially if you're using that Cremo. All right, let's get some water on the face. Pass 2. All right, across the grain. We're going to do this as if we're doing a 3-pass shave, which we will be doing, even with a cheap razor. And I'm not stretching on purpose, guys. It's lighter than a cartridge razor. A cartridge head would be heavier than this. This thing is super, super light. Guys, above all else, shave how you want to shave. Do it the way that you're comfortable with. Do it with the gear you like to do it with. I'm just trying to show you that you don't need $100 razors, $130 razors, even a $50 razor. You can do it cheap and get out of those cartridges. I'm sorry, people can say whatever they want, but I'm thinking about getting a pivot head cartridge razor to do my dome. Strictly because I like the leaf. I really do, the 3-bladed leaf, but I'm not into paying what they want for it. And everybody says it is the best head shaver out there. So I was just thinking about getting a pivot head cartridge just so I could do my head. But what I was saying is, those cartridges, if you've ever used a cartridge, which all of us have that are shaving, every man that has shaved in this day and age has used a cartridge head razor. You know what I did? Did you see it? I forgot to take the spacer out to do this side. Okay. I'm a dumbass. I admit it. Okay. But honestly, on that first pass, I didn't notice a flipping difference. I liked the way it felt better, but I did not feel a difference. Yeah. What? Huh?
I didn't go your menu for next week, okay?
Okay.
I'm sit it right down your table.
Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good day.
You too. I don't plan on being here past Tuesday next week. Tuesday breakfast, but anyways. I was walking with my canes this morning instead of a walker. I feel more comfortable using my canes. And they're like, how many days have you had your legs? It's like 3. And they're like, you're using canes already? Yeah. I want to go home. And I don't like using a walker. Okay. Remind me to take it out for the third and final. Well, I don't think it's going to matter at this point, but okay. Yeah, I just want to see how it does. Just against my skin, without any pulling and tugging and stretching. Let's just see what kind of shave we get. It's not bad, guys. It's not a... It's BBS. It's just... I hate to admit it, it is. It's BBS. can see that little patch in the mirror. I don't really worry about up in here too much. Because if it grows, the only thing it's going to do is fill in my goatee. So, yeah. Little rough spot right there. But while we got slickness there, let's get it. How about that? So we don't have to do any pickups because I'm flipping BBS up here. Jesus, what?
Oh, okay. I'll be back just to check your blood sugar.
Yeah, you had to wait.
Okay, I'll be back.
It was 96 this morning.
Sorry?
It was 96 this morning.
Oh, okay. I will check you before lunch.
All right.
Okay.
They got a bunch of agency people working here because they're short on staff. And they want to come in and they want to do everything staff did already. Check blood sugar. I've had my vital signs, my blood pressure, my oxygen and pulse checked 3 times since 6 a.m. And it's now, I don't even know what time it is. I don't even think it's 10 o'clock yet. Or if it is 10 o'clock, it's like right around 10. Okay, spacer out. Shim out. I can see this razor not lasting long if you have when you take it apart to clean it, actually. Strictly because it's plastic and it would be easy to break. So, but when you screw it down, the blade lines up nice. There's the same gap on either side. Okay, let's go on this side now. No spacer. Guys, let me tell you what. It's Friday. Add a little moisture. No, this thing here, if you go this cheap, I hope you have an old blade on hand so that you can make a shim. This needs a shim. I got a lot of slickness from the soap left, so I'm just cleaning up my areas instead of doing a pickup pass in a minute. I just do it now while I'm here. On BBS, well, unless that's just the oil sliding my fingers around, the slickness from the soap. But I do prefer the way my fingers are wet. I'm barely touching it. I mean, seriously, I'm barely touching it. And it's sliding, but barely. The grip on it's excellent. But I do prefer the way this thing feels with the spacer in it, with the shim. I never would have thought about it, doing that. Thanks, Subi. Appreciate that. With you making your Subi sandwiches inspired me to make a shim, which I'd never thought about, and then I looked it up after I started doing it. And yes, people have been doing it for years. Just, I never have. Never thought about it. Guys, that's BBS. This definitely BBS shave. I mean, I can't complain about that. You know what? It's smooth. This is just a tick smoother over here. Where I use the spacer on every pass. Just a tick smoother, even on the neck. So, yeah, it needs a spacer. Well, I don't need the Allen block. I didn't do any nicks. I'll give it props on that. No nicks, no cuts, no nothing. We'll just go to Witch Hazel because she's a good girl. Clean those pores. My trusty old 1970 vintage Old Spice. Oh yeah. Nice burn, nice burn, nice burn. And we'll use this. We'll get it used up. Not much. Probably still too much, but I like to, since I don't have my beard products with me. Boy, that's gotten unruly since I've been in here. So I don't have my proper beard wash or anything with me. This is how you take care of stragglers. how you take care of stragglers. All right, guys. It's a good shave for a cheap razor. What did I say? $6.47 for that shave with the purchase of the razor. A little bit more if you have to go buy the cream, but you could use your canned foam, whatever you want to start with, till it's time to buy new shaving gear, foam or soap. Then you get something like this, which I think was $6.85 for the tube, and you get 90 uses out of it. It's like 9 cents a shave. So yeah, guys, you can do this cheap. You don't need $50 razors. You don't need $130 razors. And you definitely don't need $389 razors. And I actually saw one yesterday for $400 for a safety razor. Out of your damn mind. I don't care if it's made out of titanium. For $400, but it'll be made out of pure gold. Sorry, but that's just the way I feel about it. But anyways, guys, have a good one. And everybody, happy shaves.